Good morning, Sapphire. Good morning, William. Good morning, kids. I hope you're home, enjoying your time and staying safe. I hope you're reading as much as you can and listening to those YouTube channel recordings. They're made specially for you. You're on level orange. I'm very proud with all your progress. Today's story is about Silly Sandwich. What do you think the story is about? Look at the picture. Those are two boys with two big sandwiches in front of them. This looks interesting. What do you think? Now let us start with the story. And at the end of the story, after we finish it and discuss a bit about the story, I want to share with you a little joke and I hope you enjoy it. So stay put and stay tuned. So let us start reading together. Silly Sandwiches. Silly Sandwiches by Anne Harth. Mum was playing the piano. She played the piano a lot. Dylan opened the kitchen cupboard. His friend Jake opened another one. What's for lunch, Mum? Dylan called. The piano music stopped. Make yourself some sandwiches, Mum called. The music started again. What kind of sandwiches? Dylan asked. The music stopped. Any kind. Use your imagination. The music started again. Any kind? Dylan grinned at Jake. He put the bread on the table. Jake set out 2 plates. Let's see what you have, he said. They pulled out jars, boxes, and bags. The table was filled with food. They had peanut butter, mustard, and honey. They had raisins, sugar cubes, and biscuits, tiny marshmallows spilled from a bag. The bag of chocolates was not open yet. Jake looked at all the food. Now what? He said. Dylan rubbed his hands together. Dig in, he said. I'm starting with the peanut butter. Everything else will stick to it. Jake nodded. Good idea. The boys spread peanut butter on their bread. Jake reached for the marshmallows. Dylan opened the chocolates. Dylan sprinkled chocolates over the peanut butter. He sprinkled marshmallows over the chocolates. Raisins came next. The piano music stopped. Are you finding enough to eat? Mom called. Jake slapped a biscuit on his sandwich. Dylan picked up a jar of mustard. Yes, he called. The piano music started again. Dylan went back to work. He spread mustard over the raisins. He dripped honey over the mustard. Ooh. He crumbled a coconut biscuit over the honey. Finished! Dylan slapped a slice of bread on top. His sandwich was tall. He picked it up and looked at Jake. Jake picked his up too. They grinned at each other. They opened their mouth wide. They munched and chewed and swallowed. Yum, said Dylan. Best sandwich I've ever had, said Jake. The sandwiches were soon gone. The piano music stopped. Have you boys eaten your sandwiches? Mum called. Yes, Dylan answered. What kind did you make? Dylan looked at Jake. Jake shrugged and Dylan laughed. Silly sandwiches. Wow, the boys got creative, didn't they? So, which ingredients from the silly sandwich are not usually found in a normal sandwich? Well, let us see. Usually, if we look together, you might have mustard, you might have maybe a bit of sprinkled chocolates, but how about marshmallows? And do you usually put honey on top of the marshmallows? Or on top of, do you put honey on top of mustard? Is that right? I don't know. The guys got creative. And how about the biscuit? Do you put a biscuit in your sandwich? Well, those boys got really creative, didn't they? Do you have a special silly sandwich you like to create? Why don't you create your own at home? Now, do you think Dylan's mum would have approved of the sandwiches they made? Why or why not? Let us think together. This was lunch, so mum would want them to eat something nutritious, right? So maybe this sandwich was not so nutritious. But on the other hand, mom also wants us to be creative and try to do what we dream about doing and try new things within reason, of course. So maybe she would approve it of this point. What do you think? What do you think, Sapphire, William? Would Dylan's mom have approved it? How do you describe Jake and Dylan? Well, for sure, they're good friends. Do you have good friends? And they do things together quite creatively. Wow, that's probably the best. Now, have you enjoyed this story? It's in level orange and you have progressed so far in your reading. I'm very proud of you. Today, a small treat for you. I will start sharing some jokes from the book called The Giggle Ninja. It's very nice. I'll share one joke and then maybe you can joke it with your friends, family, anyone you fancy of. So, hear me out. What do you call a deer with no eyes? Let me repeat. What do you call a deer with no eyes? Let us think. Let us brainstorm together. No idea. So let us think. What? No idea. That's the name. Did you get it? No idea. Like no idea. That is funny. I hope you enjoyed the little joke and our reading today. I'll definitely be reading more for you. Stay tuned and please stay safe. Take care. Bye bye.